What's up, everyone? So we're building a house, but right now all we have is land. We've already been through all the prep steps, so now it's time to start changing the land. So we're going to go from land to design to site prep complete. The first step is to lay out a plan, so let's talk about design. In the design, I considered the driveway, the house placement, and all the utilities. The septic testing was one of the first steps we did. This step tells you if you can build on the property at all, so it's something we did before even putting the property in our name. It's a two-part process where you dig 2 large holes 100 feet apart for the SEO officer to test. If that passes, the next step is 6 smaller holes between. The septic also has to be 100 foot from any existing well and leave enough room for the new well to be 100 foot from it. Next thing I laid out was the house placement. First thing we had to do was define the setbacks to find the off-limit areas to build. These are usually a certain amount of feet setback from the property lines that you can't build a structure. The primary focus was to position the house based on the sunrise and the sunset. The sun should rise in the morning, shining through our living room windows, and set in the afternoon, casting shade on the back porch that we will build one day. The rest was determined by the grade of the land. We wanted a walkout basement with a glass sliding door, so position the house with the least amount of excavating so the sun would also shine through the glass door in the mornings. I actually took some additional steps because I have a transit and I took the gradient lines of the property. This isn't something you have to do by any means, but because I wanted to clearly communicate to the excavator what I want, I decided to take that extra step. The next thing was the driveway. I started by taking some stakes and marking where the driveway would be. This let me drive the truck through the property and get a feel for it. I also want easy access to get a trailer in and out, so decided to sweep the driveway into the private drive instead of teeing it off. With this design, we wanted to sweep the other way as well. As you can see, I don't have the stone laid out for both sweeps or the whole pad. This is because Wayne needs a driveway running to the primary garage and the house door. Later, the excavator will come back with smaller stone to finish the rest once the heavy machinery is done. Since we know where the septic is, we also know how far away we need to put the well. The well has to be 100 foot away from any septic system, so our septic system is here. The neighbor's septic system is way over there, and our well will go somewhere over here. This whole area is currently marked off because the well diggers have estimated where the water is at, but can't guarantee it. This could lead to having to dig multiple wells, but let's hope we get lucky and hit water on the first one. And for the last 2 utilities, we need electric and we need gas. So electric is going to come in by the driveway, straight shot over to this corner of the house where I'm standing right now. Propane is going to go about halfway up. The tank will actually be buried. So it'll be buried, a line will be run to the house, and then it'll go in about the same location. Now that the house, driveway, and utilities are all placed, it's time to align on a plan with the excavator. The pieces that need completed now are removing the topsoil for later use, leveling at least 15 foot around where the house and the garage will be going, and dropping the large rock for the construction driveway. The well, septic, propane, electric, full driveway, and final grade will be handled by the homeowner, but those will come later. I met with the excavator and talked through where I would want the grade change blended in versus where I wanted a hard cut. The red line here is where the hard cut will be. This will give me the largest pad for the driveway because with the tree being there, if it's a blend, I would lose a decent amount of space from the driveway. This will cause me to put in a retaining wall later, but I put one in my current property and I like the way that turned out. Now that the plans are aligned, let's check out the excavator putting it into action. If you stayed for the whole video, I appreciate you, and you might as well subscribe for future videos, but for me, it's on to the next project.